From some of the things that you said, Alistair, my concern is that it might already be too late. Dave, you're probably best placed to know the answer to this, but how do we know that Ray Gold hasn't already stitched up the governance?
I don't think that we do, is the honest answer. We attended, sorry, can I answer briefly?
If you could just answer briefly, I'm actually sort of hoping we can kind of have as much discussion from the floor, and I'll allow the speakers to come back. So if there are any questions that haven't been asked in the discussion, if that's okay. So,
I'm a primary school governor in Brighton, and the mother of 2 primary school aged children, one of whom has special needs. And, you know, to say that I'm concerned about this move to make an academy of Varnding is such an understatement. You know, basically because of what it's going to mean, not just for Varnding, but for special needs across Brighton. The president of the Association of Directors of Children's Services has said that if these academies go ahead, that special needs services will become unviable, you know, because local authorities put the money into employing people with experience and qualifications and providing a quality service, and that is something, you know, that won't be seen as important. And the other concern is, of course, the fact that academies have been shown to exclude a far greater number of children, and that 60% of children who are excluded are children with special needs. So this is going to have that effect, and you can understand my concern to be told by a parent at my local school that she has children with special needs at what was Falmer and is now the Aldridge Academy, and that the difference in the quality of service that her children got when it was Falmer and now that it's the Aldridge, and in fact that one of her children is close to permanent exclusion because his needs are not being met. And you know, that although this is anecdotal, I think it's so worrying that she told me that she believed that children with parents of children with special needs were actually taking their children out of Aldridge because of the situation. And I think, you know, we have to fight this, you know, as far as we can. And I think that we do. You know, we know that the consultation process will be a farce, but we can do our own consultation. There should be absolutely no move towards making an academy of Falmer without us organising our own ballot of parents and students to show the strength of feeling. And I think also, you know, that although the council can't stop it, what they can do is to shine a really bright spotlight on every stage of the process, so that when they take the argument out to every parent in Brighton, this concerns you and your children's future.
Just a quick question to the Green Cabinet Member for Education. I think you said you were going to be writing to the chair of governors. I hope I misheard, but you really said you should be writing to all governors.
Yeah, well, and write to all governors,
Well,
yeah.
I think it's important because from what I'm hearing, I'm not sure I trust the chair of governors. People message clearly to all the other governors.
Yeah, I mean, I did meet the head, and he assures me at the moment that it's not a paid company. I mean, I think the other issue about the SEN issue was really useful, actually, if we could have a bit more information about that. I didn't see it.
Can I mention something like
if you could give me some minutes, yeah.
Can I just add to the SEN policy? I'm here with 50 members of the inclusive community, Brighton and Hove, who are parents of disabled children in mainstream schools. Now, I really don't want to hijack the academy debate. We're anti-academy debate. We're anti-the free school debate. I just want to highlight, because it's a big issue, and I urge you to look at the SEN Green Paper. There's a looming deadline at the end of this month, but the lady who's just talked very, very well. The implications of the SEN Green Paper have as great an impact on our SEN children as the academy status. I urge you to look at that. Thank you.
I'm Denise Anderson, I'm Chair of Governors at one of the local primary schools, the junior schools. One of the things that the local council could do, seeing as for those of us who are still local authority schools and wish to remain local authority schools, that would be quite good, is writing actually to all the chairs of governors of all of the primary and local schools with a clear statement that the council is not in favour of academies.
From the balcony. Taking the campaign forward, will the trade unions and the Green Council support a ballot of parents and teachers? The other question here is, what can parents do to stop Barnding becoming an academy? Carry on.
Hello everybody, I'm Emily Evans. I'm actually the NUT rep at the school, so I am a member of staff. And I don't want to speak for all of the staff because that's not my job at the moment, but certainly from my point of view, I didn't come into education to work for a private school. I didn't come into education for that reason. I came into education because I believe in comprehensive education for everyone. Now, the pressure that you guys have been putting them under has been brilliant, and as a staff, I can say that we are really, really thankful for the fact that you guys are fighting. We are very aware of it, and it's been brilliant. We are forming our own campaign, and there is definitely anti-academy feeling in the school, within the staff as well. As I say, I can't speak for every member of staff, I can only speak for myself tonight, but thank you so much for attending, because if there's one big message that will come back from this, it's that there are people out there who really care, and as a staff, we are really grateful for that. Thank you.
I think we should all join together with the staff. Well done. The same company.
Hi, thanks. I should say first of all, I went to Streamer. But my daughter's at Barnsley and my mum went there. So that's all right. I want to say two things. The first one is what parents can do and what everyone here can do is put pressure on the governors. And we must make sure, and I think he's right, on the web address for the campaign, if they're not there already, and I think they are, we must make sure that the contact information for the governors is there. And everyone here can write to the governors, because everyone here has a legitimate interest. Whether you're a parent of a child at Barndean now, or you're a parent of a child, as I am, another child who might go to Barndean one day, or whether you're just somebody who cares about education in our city, you have not only a right but a duty to contact every one of those governors and tell them you don't want an academy at Barndean. Because yes, they're not democratically accountable to us, and yes, the chair of governors could have us stitched up, but these are people who shop in our shops, travel on our buses, walk in our streets. We can talk to them, we can put pressure on them. When some of us went to Barndean Links, and we argued quite strongly, one of the governors there, I don't know who he was, nice bloke, nice suit. He got so irate at being challenged, he threatened to resign. Well, I don't want him to resign. If he's a good bloke and he cares about education, I want him to carry on. But I want him to vote against an academy, and if he won't vote against an academy, I'll take resigning. So that's the pressure we've got to put on people. People aren't only accountable to you if they're democratically accountable. People in this country 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago knew how to put pressure on people in positions of power before we had democracy. And if the Tories and the Lib Dems are going to take democracy away from us, we're going to have to relearn those ways of putting pressure. But I would suggest one thing to the council, and I say this as a Labour Party member, and I certainly hope the Labour group fully support the Green resolution. I think it would be really worth finding out and talking to the council officers about whether there's an lawful way in which a local authority could organise a referendum, organise a vote of all local people. Do we want academies in our city? Let's find out if that's lawfully possible. If the council can legitimately incur that expenditure, let's do it. And let's dare any governing body to stand up in the face. Because I know what the people of this city will say. They'll say, we believe in comprehensive education. I'm proud I went to Stringer, but I think Barndean's a very good school too.
One thing
things that's become clear to me, I think, during the course of the meeting, if it wasn't clear before, is the need for us to spread this campaign right across the city. Because, you know, it's been a Barndine-led campaign, Barndine parents, Barndine staff worried about what's going to happen to Barndine, quite rightly, and we are worried about it. But in a sense, it's kind of the wrong way around, because in a sense, the effect of Barndine becoming an academy, and perhaps Stringer as well, and perhaps, who knows, Blatchington Bill or whatever, once the bandwagon really gets rolling, is on the schools that don't become academies and what's left of the system. Because if the mechanism works the way the Tories want it to work, it will mean that people vote with their feet to the supposedly most successful schools, the ones that have been allowed to become academies, and leave the rest behind, which are then seen as, I don't know, sing schools, inferior schools, or whatever, the ones that aren't allowed to become academies or are too slow in doing it. And you know, that really would be, you know, in other words, all the people that are associated with those schools, in a sense, have more of an interest in opposing Barndine and other schools becoming academies than we do, who already have kids at Barndine.
It's possible, as a governing body, you're accountable to, I hate the term, stakeholders in the school. If, although parents could take a vote of no confidence, that doesn't automatically remove the governing body, but a governing body that's a failing governing body can be removed by the local education authority. So it's possible, but you have to be deemed to be a failing governing body.
Do we know what a failing means?
Well, effectively, if you've got a vote, if there was a vote of no confidence by parents of the school, the local authority would have to look into the status of that governing body.
Can I just ask if there's anyone upstairs in the balcony who would like to make a contribution or ask a question? Yeah, there is. Are you able to shout from there?
I was just going to say I agree with the suggestion that we need to try and broaden it out to the whole community and try and get parents across Brighton and Home involved in this issue about whether we want any new academies. Because I'm a parent of Stringer, my kids are all at Stringer, but I don't want Barndine to become an academy. And I know that if it does, there'll be more pressure on Stringer and other schools to fall in line. So I think it is quite important that we try and mobilise all the other parents about what they want to see in our city. So I just want to support that.
I'm a parent of a child at Barndine. Just for other parents in the room tonight, I would suggest talking to your children about this and how many of them know what's going on, and for them to start asking questions at school. You know, they are the most important stakeholders in the school, and they have a voice. And you know, two of the pupils here expressed it very eloquently tonight. So I think maybe if some more made their feelings felt, then you know, even more pressure we put on governors to think about what they're doing.
Thank you. Can I just read out another comment I've had, a written comment from a parent of a child at Falmer School, saying that that Falmer and Port Slade campaigns didn't have as much parental opposition at this stage of the campaign as we have now. And they're saying that she's saying that that's brilliant, and that we really need to keep it up so that we can actually try and make a difference to this academy proposal.